It is maybe a consequence of an empty stadium for the 100-meter men's, the marquee event of the Games, that there's so little sound, any distractions really distract. False starts plaguing the track in Tokyo. When they finally got going, though, those semi-finals were ultimately so fast and so close that Andre DeGrasse was the last on the track afterwards, watching the replays, possibly surprised by his competitors. There is always an attempt to build drama before this event, but much of that was already lurking. DeGrasse under the pressure of history. 25 years after Canadian Donovan Bailey won 100 meters gold, the neat narrative was that it would be his turn.
They settle into the blocks.
Remember, before you watch him run, that his start is characteristically slower and always picks up.
The gun, and they're away, and Jacobs with a good start along with Curley, and work to be done by DeGrasse. DeGrasse turning it on as they come to the line. It's Jacobs for Italy.
A bronze medal and a smile he wore with that flag confirming the biggest stage in the world doesn't intimidate him.
You look so incredibly happy right now. Is that what's happening in there?
Yeah, I mean, we waited an extra year for this, so I'm really happy to be here in Tokyo. Be back in my second Olympic final for the 100 meters. And to come away with a medal, I'm really proud of myself. I ran a personal best, and I feel like I got a lot more in the tank, and I'm just going to continue to get better every single year.
This isn't just a successful result, it is a symbolic one. Because it was in 1964, on the footprint of this very stadium, where Canada's Harry Jerome won his bronze medal in the men's 100 meters.
Jerome finit troisième.
To call Harry Jerome an icon almost isn't enough. His advocacy for Black Canadians, for young people, for athletes still resonates. For Andre DeGrasse to earn the bronze again certainly has meaning for him.
Oh man, yeah, that's incredible. I mean, Harry Jerome is an inspiration to Canada, so hope that I can be, like him one day.
DeGrasse was fresh off the track when we spoke, and he hadn't had time to call home.
Hey there, Beverly. It's Adrienne. How are you?
His mom, Beverly, was back in Pickering, Ontario, and that's unnatural for her. She is almost always trackside, bellowing and beaming. This is different.
What was it like for you to watch that? Because we were stressed out here in the stadium.
I was really stressed and really nervous, I mean, I just, feel so bad that I can't be there. I feel really helpless and hopeless. I know he wanted that goal, but I'm just still happy that at least he's on the podium.
So there's a woman who knows her son, who knows that his favorite event, the 200 meters, is still coming up. And for those of you who are counting and doing the math, if Andre DeGrasse wins 2 more medals at this Olympics, he will become the most decorated male Canadian Olympian in history. But again, with the Olympics, the beauty and the beast of it is that you better be careful when you make predictions.
So, Adrienne, I am paying attention to you, I promise, but I couldn't help but notice behind you someone having their picture taken in front of the Olympic rings.
Yeah, that's really why we wanted to be here, Ian. We're outside the stadium where DeGrasse ran, but this point is an interesting one. What you can't see is that there's a lineup sort of stretching down the block here. This is one of the only touch points that people of Tokyo have with this Olympics. They can't get inside to the stadium. The cauldron is blocked off, but they can come to the rings to get their pictures taken. We've been here for quite a long time. They've been doing it all morning. They continue to do it through the night. We saw them deep into the night last night, and it just tells you the degree of engagement. There are also little kids standing by the athletes' village waiting to wave at anyone who looks like an athlete and hand them a flower or a note. They desperately want a part of this. Ian?
They should have their picture taken with you. Thanks, Adrienne.
Okay, you bet.